Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would go ahead and make a video on how I Franken my polishes. I've had a lot of people asking me questions over the last few months, so I thought I would go ahead and share that with you guys. So I have this little bucket of polishes that I'm decluttering. So when I Franken, usually what I do is I will take a polish that I'm decluttering that I like something about the polish, but there's something that I don't like. So maybe I like the color, like for instance this one, China Glaze Friends Forever, right? I really love the color of this. It's a really soft, pale white with just a drop of pink. I really like this, but the formula is pretty bad. So it's after 3 coats, it can still be streaky if you're not careful. So I like the color, but I don't love the formula. So I will take a polish like this and find another polish that I like. Let me just see, for instance, like this isn't like a perfect example, but so I would have this glitter that I don't necessarily love. It's too gritty. I don't like wearing these types of glitters on their own. And then I will combine them because the glitters will help mask or thicken up the formula of, you know, the thin polish. So this could be one option. So I will take 2 that will somehow, there's something that I don't like about both of them, but together they'll kind of fix each other's problems. So a lot of times for me with glitters, I don't like wearing opaque, chunky glitters, but I like mixing glitters into other polishes, because when you mix glitters into like a cream, it's not full on opaque and it gets dispersed, kind of like, you know, like acrylic, how it gets dispersed into the glitters. However, you know, examples with Crellies, a lot of times I don't love Crellies because there's too much glitter and there is still too gritty. But if you do something like this into this, you could mix just a little bit of glitter, enough to kind of oomph up and, you know, kind of somewhat correct the formula, hopefully, if it turns out right. And then, you know, you're solving 2 problems. So that could be one possible example. I really don't think that's something that I'm going to do, but I just, you know, kind of reached for, you know, 2 polishes. Another example would be, like I have Gelato on My Mind by OPI. I love Gelato on My Mind. It's beautiful, pale mint blue, but again, the formula is so bad. 3 coats and it can still be streaky if you're not careful. And then another example would be this KB Shimmer Crelly. I've seen Sweater Days. I love the color. It's so pretty. I never wear it because it's got these gritty glitters. I'm more into like flaky Crellys. So this could be another example of you know, a good Franken, because you have this similar base colors. Could do just a little bit of this into here, and this would kind of thicken up the formula and at the same time thin out this, if that makes sense. Like this can thicken this up, but this could also thin this out. You know, if you have 2 that work well together, it can do that. It can solve both problems. This one, I don't know that I would love these together, because I feel like maybe they're so matchy that this might end up just looking like this. So then what would be the point? But if you do just a little bit, just enough to thicken this up and not too much, then it could still be a much more sparse version of this if you do it right. So that could be one fun combination to do. Like I said, this would be an example of more like a matchy. Sometimes I like to do contrasting, or honestly, a lot of my well, I'd probably say most of my Frankens are taking a cream and then mixing in some kind of glitter components or like shimmer components. This is another polish that I tried to Franken that I just didn't love. It was a really pretty purple and then had this gorgeous like green teal flash to it, and I liked it enough, but it just didn't translate very well on the nails. And then I had another, I don't know if you can see, I had like another turquoisey glitter polish that I added in here because the turquoise glitters matched the turquoise flash, and I really like the concept of it. It just, I don't know, on the nails, I haven't actually worn it on the nails because every time I went to wear or swatch it, or, you know, on my swatch wheels, I just didn't love it. So this would be an example of, oh, my son is mowing the grass, an example of like using shimmers, because I also use this polish to Franken other polishes before I then Franken this polish. So I use shimmers. So let's see, let me see a couple. Okay, so a couple examples of what I might Franken, and then I'm going to decide what I'm going to Franken, and then I'm going to show you on camera Franking a couple of my polishes. So this one is Zoya, and this is one of their scattered hollows. This is Brighton. Everyone loves this scattered hollow. I mean, I love Zoya's scattered hollows. I think they're so good. They're pretty much the only hollows that I truly love because they're just so sparkly and glittery and beautiful. This one, you can see that, is supposed to be like a beigey scattered hollow, but it's got, I don't know if the gold hollow glitters bled, but the polish just looks so yellow. And then on my nails, it makes my nails look like they're yellow and that the polish is too sheer. So I thought this, because I love the scattered hollows, I love the formula, I thought maybe I could find a way to kind of Franken this and kind of mask that yellowy. And what I thought might be a good idea would be KB Shimmer Aquamarine. This is one of their, I think they're called Mega Flames or Mega Flare, something like that. They came out several years ago, but it's just ultra sparkly. And this one, the reason I got rid of this one is because I have 3 of them. Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't know how loud you're going to hear that until I edit back. I have 3 of them that pretty much look the same. I don't know if if they just faded over time, because I don't recall them ever being so identical. But I did need 3, so I'm decluttering this one. So I thought maybe mixing these 2 together might be really pretty, actually, because this, sparkles would mix into this, make this more sparkly. But this might kind of mask the yellowness of this one if I added enough. Otherwise, it could end up just making it look, if I don't add enough and it's too sparse, then it could kind of make this still look yellowy. So I don't know. Another option would be to add purple. I have a purple one, amethyst. Yeah, amethyst. I have a purple one. Really pretty and sparkly. I just, never really wear it. So that could be an option. I feel like I have enough purple polishes. I kind of think I want to go this route. So that might be something that I will do. And then, let's see, it's just, I have like a pretty gray. Might try to find, maybe not this necessarily, but, maybe add some glitters into it. I have this polish by Sally Hansen. Persistent, really pretty, but I have another one by Zoya Leslie that's way better than this, so maybe I'll try to Franken this somehow. This one is a really pretty polish in the bottle. See that gorgeous flash? It's purple with that gorgeous green flash, but that green never shows up on the nails, so maybe I can somehow, I don't know, add this in to kind of make it more sparkly. I don't know. So, I forgot to bring my garbage can. I'm gonna have to pause the video in a minute to go get my garbage can. So what I do is when I Franken my polishes, I have my polishes. Usually if I have like an empty like nail polish like top coat bottle, I'll clean that out and dry it and use that so that I can dump some of the polish into it, so that I can still have that polish in case I accidentally dump too much and I feel like I need to add a little bit more. But I don't have any of those like empty bottles at the moment, so I'm gonna have to just dump them into the garbage can. And then I have these little sticks that I get from TKB Trading, little stir sticks. And then also an extra thing that I've never done before, but I think I'm gonna give it a try today. I have these glitters. So several years ago, I used to make my own eyeshadows. I would buy the pigments from KTB Trading. And I bought all the tools, the little pressing tool and the little pans and everything. Very successful, gorgeous. I still have those shadows to this day. And then I remembered Norma from Instagram. I'll leave her below. She asked me a question on one of my videos. She asked me, what glitters do I use when I Franken my polishes? And my initial reaction was, what could I actually use besides just nail polish glitters? Not in a rude way, just my initial thought was, what would I actually use other than glitters? Nail polish glitters. And then I remembered that after being so successful with the eyeshadows, I did try making my own nail polishes. I bought the suspension base, the little bottles and everything, and I had the glitters. They weren't successful by any means, so I kind of gave up on that. But I remember that I had these glitters and cosmetic glitters, so I thought maybe I could use these in some of these polishes. Like maybe this would look cute with holographic glitters, or I don't know. So I want to try to use this, at least one of these, some way in one of these polishes. I don't know if it's gonna work, but you know. All right, so let me stop the video, go get my trash can, gather my thoughts a little bit, and kind of maybe pick out 2 or 3 that I want to Franken on camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and picked out 4 combos that I thought might work. The first one is OPI, the gelato on my mind. Thought this one might be nice with some of those the glitters that I talked about. I'm gonna go ahead and try the holographic one. I had to take the top off, and so what I'm gonna do is I have this little scooper and also have this funnel. I use these funnels in my crafts all the time, so I thought I might need to use the funnel. I think I'm gonna do this one last because this one, the glitter is gonna make a mess, and I don't really want to get glitter everywhere and then all over my hands and everything, and then touch everything else. So the next one, I decided to go ahead and do this combo, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the white one, and I thought it might look nice with this pink glitter. This pink glitter I actually really love. I picked this up as a duplicate on accident from Sally Hansen a few months ago. I popped in to get nail polish remover, and I saw this glitter, and I was like, oh, that's so pretty. It's only like $2. These Nina polishes are really inexpensive. And I got home and I was looking at it, I was like, that's so pretty. And then I was like, that looks really familiar. I had already bought it because it's so pretty. So I had a duplicate, so I'm just gonna use this one for Frankening. And then, I don't know, I kind of thought this might be interesting. I have this one by OPI. It's I Can Never Hut Up. It's really pretty, soft gray with that really pretty shimmer. It just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't translate very well on the nails. It's just not my favorite gray. And I have this by Paparazzi, Fairy Garden. Pretty purple shimmers like fairy dust, except for that it's in a tinted base, which I don't like. If it had been in a clear base, I would love it. So I kind of thought maybe mixing some of this into here might be nice, you know, because purple and gray go nice together. So I don't know, that'll be an experiment. So let's go ahead and let's do this one first since I have it out already. It's already dumped out some polish. I can't really tell where it's at, but it's probably, yeah, see that line? So it's probably like around to here. And then I will just clean off the brush, set that one aside, and have this Paparazzi. And then I will literally just pour it in. Let's see. Does it want to come out? I probably should have showed. There we go, it's starting to come out. Oh, there we go. Alright, so you have to kind of do it in steps, like slowly. It's better to not add enough than to add too much, and then it's, you know, too late to go back, especially because I don't have extra of this color in another bottle. So then I'll just take my stick and I'll start mixing it up. So far I don't really see, there's like a subtle, I don't know if you can see, it's not really coming across, there's like a very subtle purple to it. And just keep mixing. Oh, I didn't bring a paper towel to lay this stick down on. I'm gonna have to really clean my mat afterwards. I'm using my nail polish mat. All right, so set that. Shoot, I really wish I had something to lay this on. Hold on, sorry. I have my little garbage can down here that I'm working in, so let me just grab a little. Okay, so now I'm gonna just add some more. Okay, I feel like this video is gonna be too long, so I'm just gonna keep adding more, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so good thing I paused the camera because this glitter didn't really want to come out very easily. It was like a very slow drip, so I had to kind of speed things along. I had to use my little stick to kind of, you know, scoop it out a little bit and then get it to dump out. I really don't think this did anything. You really can't see the purple shimmer. In the end, I kind of, you can see a little bit. I dumped this into here to try to maybe make this a little more, like to Franken this instead of this to Franken this, and then that didn't really work. So then I dumped this back into here, and in the end, you really, I don't know, don't really see much of a difference. So that one I would say is probably a fail, but I'll swatch this on my little nail wheel. So next what I'm going to do is the China Glaze, and I'm going to use this pink glitter. So give this a good shake. I've already dumped out, looks like maybe to about there. Okay, so this one, I contemplated keeping this simple and just doing this holographic glitter, but I really want to do the holographic glitter in here. So I don't know. I'm thinking this is probably the best bet, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This might kind of be cool with the black glitters. I don't know. Actually, should I do the pink or should I do black glitters? I really don't know how that's going to turn out. Might be, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and go with the pink, I guess. Okay. And these old China Glaze brushes are so bad. Look how skinny that is. They're so bad. Alright, so oops, let me mix this up a little better so it's not so liquidy. Like, just, I don't want so much base to come out. I want it to be mixed. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna mix that around. Sometimes you have to really mix it for a while, and then I'll put the top back on and I'll kind of shake it a bit. You're not really supposed to shake your polishes, but you're supposed to roll them. But I'm pretty sure we all shake our polishes, right? Okay, so that's dispersing in there. You're not really going to be able to see. Ooh, well, that was almost a disaster. Okay, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to keep adding and mixing, and then I'll come back and show you the final result. Okay, guys, so this is what this turned out as. Sorry, the glare. I don't know how well you can see that. So I ended up adding, just for reference so you can see, I ended up using that much glitter. And then also I kept thinking about the black, so I did end up adding some of the black glitter. So I just added the pink, I added the black, added the pink, back and forth, kept mixing it up, and this is what it looks like. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to swatch to see how that looked, but that one looks kind of interesting. It's like a soft, you know, pale pinky white, and then it's got the little glitter, so it looks like it might kind of be a speckled looking polish. So we'll have to swatch that and see how that looks. All right, so next one, I'm excited about this one. Really curious to see how this is gonna turn out. So this might end up being too overpowering and it might kind of take over this, but you know, we'll see what happens. These are so ultra sparkly, you guys, so beautiful. I have so many of these KB Shimmer Mega Flares, Mega Flames. I think they're called Mega Flares, I don't remember. All right, let's see what happens. Ooh, it's liquidy, I have to be careful. Okay, I'm gonna start with that much. Sometimes it really takes a while for it to all kind of mix together. It still kind of sits at the top, and then you really do have to shake it. I thought that would kind of instantly get a lot darker. Oh, sorry, I was out of frame. I was just going like this, cleaning off the whatever that's called, it's wooden stick. All right, let's add some more. And then you also have to eyeball to make sure it's not getting too full. So if it were to get too full, I might dump a little bit more out, since it doesn't seem to be darkening up as quickly. So there might be still a little bit too much of the Zoya base. So dump out just a little bit. Make room for more of the KB Shimmer. KB shimmer is really liquidy, so you have to be careful. You also need to give yourself enough room in this bottle to be able to mix. Oh, can you see all that sparkle at the top? Oh, so pretty. If anything, this might just make this more sparkly. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna keep doing this and all. Okay, so this is how this one turned out. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised, a bit disappointed. I really thought for sure, because this base is so much darker, I really thought for sure that this was going to transform this base and just make it so much darker. But it really hasn't, surprisingly. And I did end up dumping out quite a bit of this and then, kept adding more of this. I don't know. It does look like it's not quite as yellow. It doesn't really have that yellowy tinge to it. It kind of more just looks like it's more dispersed now, like it's more like mixed. I don't know if that makes sense. It just doesn't look like the yellow is just kind of sitting there. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to swatch this and see how that one turned out. But honestly, it's not what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot more, I thought it was really gonna change the color and be a lot more like this color, but we'll have to see how it swatches. All right, so the last one I'm gonna do on camera is gonna be the OPI Gelato in My Mind. I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, you guys, because it's just glitter. There's no because I'm not using like a nail polish glitter, so there's no glitter base to mix into this. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get enough glitter in here to really fix the formula of this without having to waste my entire thing of glitter. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna use the little funnel. I didn't use the funnel when I used the black one. I just kind of used my scooper and just kind of scooped it in. I think I'll use a funnel for this one because I'm adding so much. So I've got my polish, and I just made a mess everywhere. And then I've got my, there, okay. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to be very tedious. So again, I'm gonna kind of do this one off camera. I'm sorry, but I don't want this video to be too long. Let me do a couple passes of glitter and mix it a little bit to kind of show you, and then I'll go off camera and finish the rest. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, this was dipped so far in that this whole thing filled with glitter. There we go. I mean, it filled with polish and then the glitter kind of stuck to it, so. Okay, all right, let's mix that a little bit. And this is such a liquid, such a liquidy polish. Okay, so far that's not really doing anything, so I'm just gonna keep pouring and mixing, and I'll be back, guys. So this is how this one turned out. You can see all that glitter. I ended up using the holographic one, and then I also decided to use the black one. So that one, I don't know what the texture is gonna be like. I don't know if it's gonna be too gritty. I don't know if it's going to, if that glitter actually fixed the thin streakiness of this polish. So we'll have to see when I swatch that. And then off camera, I also Franken this one. So I had this one that I really liked from Essie, Twill Seeker. So pretty. I think I showed you with the green flash, but the green flash just wasn't all that apparent. So I ended up dumping a bunch out and then using this glitter polish that I showed you before to kind of see if I can amp up the sparkles. I don't know if that really did enough to kind of, fix this, so I'll have to swatch that and see. And then I really want to do one more. I'm going to do it off camera, but I just wanted to show you what they both look like before I Franken, and then I'll come back and show you. So this one by P2, what is this one? Grape something, or Quicksilver. So pretty. I love this color, but I have another one by LA Colors. They're pretty much identical, so I decided to keep the LA Color ones and just declutter this one. And then I thought maybe if I dumped out enough of this and added some of this purple by KB Shimmer, I thought that might kind of be pretty, just kind of, if I add just enough, keep it kind of on the sparse side, just enough to kind of give this a pretty glitter effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try, and then I'll come back and I'll show you everything. I'll have swatches on my swatch wheel, and I'll show you how everything turned out. Okay, so it's been several hours. Off camera, I ended up frankening a total of, well, on camera and off camera, a total of 9 polishes. I actually already recorded this part of the video. I came back on, I showed you like all 9 polishes, and then, but the video was just way too long. So, and while I was talking in the first one, I was saying how I really wanted to do nail swatches and that I wanted to do a part 2. So earlier today, when it was, good lighting, I ended up recording a part 2 where I show you all 9 polishes, how they turned out, and nail swatches. So I decided that this part of the video, I didn't need to show you all 9 polishes because I do have that second video. So in order to save 10 minutes, I'm cutting that out. I'm just gonna let you know here that I did Franken 9 polishes, and you're gonna see them in a part 2, which I'm guessing I'm gonna upload the same time as this, just so that there's no waiting. You'll just be able to watch them both. So look for part 2. Again, like I said, I did nail swatches. I talked briefly about all the polishes, what I think of them. If you guys have any questions about frankening, any comments, anything that you want to discuss, leave them down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.